The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Wright. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Lions defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they'll go right back to right. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. Now this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in, and run the...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead at 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. At their own 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. In motion left, Hardman. They'll work the middle here with Wright. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Now McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return, and the Lions will take over. Ritter back to throw. And this one's incomplete. When you look at this defense, they currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, They're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here's 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Ritter. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Allen, nifty footwork. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give him 5 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Now 2nd and 5. Now a give, running left is right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's McCarthy. Going deep here for Allen. And the defense loses him. It's complete. They're all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. 2nd and 10. Ritter now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Rocky start throwing the football. He's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
I'm eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove. I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, But how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Ridder will set up to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Now Allen. And he has the first down yardage before they bring it down right at the 45. The Lions are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal for the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance in the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
First down Lions on a pickup of 13. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw it here. Ridder. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Ridder. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat, like the guys beyond that circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Wright. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 38. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw McCarthy. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Marvin Harrison Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Good start to the season for Emmy. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. On target over the middle of the hill. And wriggled down quickly just past the 40 at the 41. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a carry for Allen. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Ritter to throw it. Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Here's Ritter. He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another...
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That one complete to Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Here's Allen, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Ritter from the gun. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. Boswell's kick is good, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. The tight end Henry here in motion. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And this will be caught at the 30. They're all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. But he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Working from the gun, Ritter. Forced out to his left. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run with Allen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Chris Jones on the stop.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
His throw caught at about the 5. And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
Allen is in for a Lions touchdown. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week, and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. To the air with McCarthy. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
That's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10. McCarthy going to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Bates' kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half. He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught by Allen. He's into space past the 25. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Braylon Allen. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions have retaken a third-quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a toss play for Wright. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Throwing is McCarthy. Shoves him aside. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. A give up the middle to Wright.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll go again here with Wright. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 64 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here this third quarter. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Dolphins 31, Lions 27.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll set up to throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Ritter back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Back to throw, Ritter. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st down, Allen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Another throw coming up here for Ritter. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
This now a 3rd and 4. Ritter now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now a 2nd and 2. Now a handoff to Chandler. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Ritter will set up to throw it. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Ritter. And he's got his man. It's front. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. In motion, the tight end. McCarthy operating from the gun. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's McCarthy. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. His throw incomplete.
And there was a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 17. Ritter to throw it. That's caught by Kelly. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. They run it with Chandler. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And the Lions are going to have a first and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Here's Ritter. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Desmond Ritter, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Lions get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 and second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
In motion left, Hardman. McCarthy off the play fake. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Looking to throw McCarthy. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. They'll run on first down. Allen. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
They stay on the ground with Allen. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's first and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Allen. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Braylon Allen with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Ritter off the play fake. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 1st down, it's Allen looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get